G'day. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Hope your morning's getting off to a good start. It's been a good day here in sunny Queensland. So I released the first of what will be a series of videos today on the concepts for trading. Today we released the change in the state of delivery video. So if you haven't already, I'd love you to go and check it out after you've watched today's video or when you get a chance. Hopefully there'll be a link somewhere on the screen here you can click and it should take you straight to that video. So yeah, go and check it out. Give us a like and a sub if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate all your support and share the content far and wide. Okay, let's roll into today's market analysis. We'll start where we always start, and that is the calendar. So we actually have some news today, which is great. The market had no news yesterday until after close. There were earnings reports, particularly from Nvidia, which really didn't help price move higher at all. So interesting sort of day yesterday. But today we have news. We've got prelim GDP and unemployment claims at 8:30. If you were looking to one shot, one kill, some evals, this might be an opportunity. I don't really have the data on that to back up whether it's going to be volatile enough to do that, but there might be an opportunity here with two high-level news drops at 8:30. So there could be an opportunity there. All right, let's move over to the charts. Okay. Well, we're on oil, so let's start with oil. So here we are on the daily, and what do we have? Price was quite bullish, and it failed to move higher here. Price then rolled over and is currently resting in a bullish FEG. And what I like about the current location is yesterday, even though I was bullish yesterday because we were located in a bullish FEG, price really didn't get that push up that I was looking for. But we did respect the midpoint of this FEG, and we also, if we look at this leg, this dealing range, price reached down into a discount. So it was really good to see price reach down into a discount here. And because of that, I will be remaining bullish today on oil. So looking for price to reach back higher, drawing towards this liquidity here. So from internal to external. So dropping down to the hourly. So we can see here price swept this important level, and then it created these failure swings. But we did have a sweep into an important level, and we can still look at this here as a bearish change in the state of delivery with displacement. So price displaced through the change in the state of delivery. We can use this as our leg for looking to our standard deviations. And what do we see? Price moved to the -2 to 2.5. What do we know about that level? Consolidation or retracement. It retraced at that level. Then price moved through, closed below that level, the -2.5. And once price closes below the -2.5, we can anticipate price to reach -4. Well, price reached the -4 and reacted almost to the tick at that level. It's quite incredible when that happens. It's good to see our concepts at play and our concepts working. So we're still on the hourly, we're still in this sort of sell side. So we've got buy side and then the sell side of the curve at the moment. We have reached to our -4, which is good, and we've reacted to that level, and at the moment price is being supported there. So now I'd really like to see if we do get a leg down here, that price can push through here with some displacement, and then we can get a change in the state of delivery at this level here, or potentially at this level. We'll see what price wants to do, but that's what I'd like to see happen, is we get this change in the state of delivery and we can see price move higher. At the moment, we are still respecting bearish PD arrays. You can see we've got a gap here. We pushed up into that gap and rejected from it. Again, pushed up into this gap, rejected from it. And we have just been in some consolidation here. Price has swept this low and we've created equal lows here. So another sweep lower here would be great to see before a move higher. So daily bias bullish. On the hourly, still looking somewhat bearish, but we are in some consolidation here. So I would like to see this change in the state of delivery form and align our structure with our daily bias. So that is oil. Euro. Let's go out to the daily. I'll leave those markups there because I was just having a look earlier. I'll delete them for the moment so we can see this chart clearly. Okay, so prices move lower into, let me clear that, into a bullish FEG, which we'll see if we reached into discount of this dealing range, and we have. So this is from this swing low to this high. Price reached below 50% of that level as well, into this bullish FEG. So we're currently located inside a bullish FEG, so we can form a bullish bias from that. So looking for price to move towards this external liquidity, and price has had a nice reaction here as well. Clear that up. There we go. Can leave those markings on there. So price did in fact reached down and took out all this low resistance liquidity that we had marked out from yesterday. So our bias is complete there. We had a nice hourly bearish unicorn play out, as you can see here. So we had stop hunt, we had our breaker block with FVG aligned, and we got a tap back in. So this would have been a lovely play on the hourly. Just holding overnight was the only thing. So to get this move lower, you had to hold overnight. So you would have closed here somewhere to get out of that position before end of day. But the concept worked, it played out. Our entry function worked, it played out to 2R and some more. So it actually played out to around 2.7, 2.8 nearly. So actually quite a good little trade there. So now looking for, we want to look now for a change in the state of delivery. So we've had quite a move lower here. We've reached those key levels that I had marked out, those low resistance liquidity levels. And we are now inside a bullish FVG on the daily. So I really want to see a change in the state of delivery here. So if we can get something like this, or even just like this rather, if I could draw it properly, that's probably better. Something like this, a move that gives us our swing point and then a sweep of this low, and then we could get a displacement through a level. It would be good to see something like that here. We don't need to see a change in the state of delivery. If we have a bullish bias and we wait for a change in the state of delivery, then we could miss a reversal unicorn or our entry function. So we don't necessarily need the change in state of delivery. Some people like to trade only after that is confirmed, and that's okay. Either concept is fine. But it just adds, it does add or gives added confluence. So bullish on the daily here and waiting to see if we get a change in the state of delivery on the hourly for Euro. Okay, here we are on NAS. And you can see some work I've been doing here today. Just looking to see at what price is doing on the hourly structure. But first, we'll just drop out to the daily. And I'm just going to delete those drawings for a minute. Okay. So something I wanted to point out was this bearish order block. That this order block here is what took us to all-time highs. And we can see that price reacted to this level once and rejected. And price has now again reacted to this level and rejected from that level as well. So price yesterday sold off. We had a bullish bias because we had tapped into this bullish FVG. But price did sell off yesterday. And we have closed below the consequent encroachment or the midpoint of this bullish FEG. And we'll have a look when we get to the hourly structure. And you'll see why I think we're going to continue to move lower. So if we look at this leg here, we have this bullish FEG here resting in a discount. So I think there's a good chance that price may continue to fall lower here and reach this bullish FEG, seeking a discount before we see a reversal. So I'm actually going to sit bearish today. For our daily. I'm just going to clear this back to the hourly markings. So we can see here that we had, this would be the buy side of the curve, and then we're on the sell side of the curve. Price has respected this bearish change in the state of delivery. This was also a bearish unicorn, which price also respected. We then closed below the -4 standard deviation here. And if we use the legs from following days, the highs and lows, we can see that we've project to this low resistance liquidity that runs through here. NQ has also been the weaker pair when paired against ES, and that's been quite evident in the structure itself. So I'm looking to see price move or continue to move lower. We've got price currently resting in this bearish FEG. So I'll be interested to see if price respects this FEG and then moves lower. We've had just expansion today so far. We've just expanded higher after our initial opening gap here. So that's been filled. We're in a bearish FEG on the hourly with a swing high as well. So we'll see how price reacts here, but I'm going to be looking for price to move lower today and seek that that discounted bearish FEG, bullish FEG. Moving to ES. So ES, we also have this SMT at the highs with NQ, and there's also an SMT, a bearish SMT here from yesterday to Tuesday. So Wednesday and Tuesday we have ES making a higher high while NQ made a lower high on Wednesday. So we have the SMT there. That gives me added confidence that price may continue to move lower. Targeting this internal level here. Price did sweep this low and did have a reaction there. So we may see price continue higher, but I'm still looking for bearish momentum to seek this internal level here before continuing higher. Let's go back to there we go. So a similar sort of idea here with ES to NQ. Price reached into and closed below the negative 2.5. So we can usually anticipate price to extend and reach for the negative 4. Obviously, we've had expansion today higher. Price is currently located in this bearish hourly FEG, which is also in a premium of this range. So we'll see if price continues higher and invalidates this, or if we get a test of this change in the state of delivery before price moving lower. Or it doesn't do any of that and makes a liar of me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we do have all this low resistance liquidity down here for price to seek out. And that would also push us down into that bullish FEG that's low, below price. So still overall bearish today on ES. Oh, let's have a look at gold. So gold did move lower yesterday. We did get a move lower yesterday. And we were seeking price to look for this external level. Price is located essentially not at any of our points of interest right now. It's not located at a FEG and it's not located at a swing point. So I'm actually going to sit neutral on gold today. We've sort of consolidated a little bit here. We've got price took the high of Tuesday and the low of Tuesday. And that probably looks a bit more like a seek and destroy profile if we get down a bit lower. And we can see on the hourly here how we're just ranging. So when price swept this high here and then moved through this level with displacement, we had a change in the state of delivery, a bearish change in the state of delivery. However, price tested this level a couple of times and then actually moved through and is now using that level as support. So it's invalidated that change in the state of delivery. Again, until price expands in one direction or the other, I'm not really interested in gold at the moment. We are somewhat seek and destroy. You can see that sort of profile there, which we can use to our advantage. If price reaches here, we could trade back into the equilibrium of the range and vice versa from the low to the high. But for me, I'm not really liking gold at the moment. So remaining neutral on gold. So we had a bearish idea yesterday because we were inside this. At the time of making my video, we were inside this bullish FEG, and we're in the bottom half of that FEG. So at that stage, there was potential for price to move lower. We have now since invalidated that FEG. Therefore, we'll be looking for price to continue higher. We have this daily FEG, which is in a premium, no doubt. And so, yeah, we have that in a premium level. So looking for price to reach to this internal level here. So on the hourly, price was able to sweep this low here. So previous day's low. In fact, that was Sunday low, and then Tuesday swept that low. So we had a sweep of an important level, and then here we have a bullish change in the state of delivery. So there's our sweep. This is the first moment in time the trend changes, and it does it with displacement, and then respects that on a retest. It respects that level, and we continue to move higher. Price is also closed through the consequent encroachment midpoint of this large bearish FEG. And you can see here price tried, failed, and eventually did it with displacement and closed above this midpoint. So we can look for price to reach higher here. We also have low resistance liquidity for price to reach for. And if we run our standard deviations from this level to this level here, we can see that this low resistance liquidity through here aligns nicely with the -2. And we have more low resistance liquidity all the way up here. So liking bullish idea on Dixie today. All right, let's go over to GBP. We can see on the hourly straight away our concepts playing out. This change in the state of delivery being respected. As we had although we had a bullish idea, this was, I believe, mentioned in yesterday's stream on whether price would respect this or not. Clearly, price has respected this change in the state of delivery and didn't deliver higher prices yesterday, as we can see. So we did start selling off from there. Price has now reached into this bullish FEG and had a nice little reaction here as well. So I would be looking for bullish prices today. So bullish on the daily. Obviously, we want to try and frame the idea with the daily and the hourly structure, but it's just not always the case. All right. Sometimes they misalign, and that's okay. Let's get those markings back we had. Sorry, it's a little bit messy doing it this way, but sort of saves me drawing it again. So at this stage, price swept these lows here, all these equal lows. Price cleared all that out and has now once again created more equal lows. We know price likes to draw to those levels, and it's also, price is also respecting this bearish change in the state of delivery. So we have all this low resistance liquidity still for price to reach for. If price continues to move lower here, then we can anticipate price to seek out this low resistance liquidity. And that's okay. It might be against our daily bias, but that's what the hourly structure is showing right now. So we'll keep an eye on the hourly structure and see if this level remains respected or if it is invalidated. All right, guys, let's wrap it up there. Please like and sub. Please leave your comments in the description. I actually really enjoy seeing your comments. If there's any content you would like me to create, please leave those ideas in the description, in the comments below rather. I greatly appreciate it. Again, hit that like button and share the channel around. I'm enjoying the process. I love producing the content and sharing my ideas with you guys. So thanks for all your support, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye for now.